Porsche, the embodiment of driving in its most beautiful form. A company that turned a war-torn dream into an example of luxury and success. This is a story of how a little company that was founded in the wake of hardship and conflict became a worldwide representation of automotive excellence. So join us as we explore Porsche's incredible history, including its long-standing association with motorsports, its development over the years, and the obstacles it overcame to become a market leader in high-performance sports vehicles. Along the way, we'll discover how a business on the verge of going bankrupt managed to create driving in its most beautiful form. Let's begin. The year is 1875. A boy has just been born in the busy town of Maffersdorf, Bohemia, part of the modern-day Czech Republic. He proves to be a brilliant innovator who has a vision that would revolutionize the automotive industry. With a mind full of technical genius, Ferdinand Porsche would go on to create one of the most recognizable car manufacturers in history, Porsche. Ferdinand Porsche's love of engineering and racing was passed down to his son, Ferry Porsche. Born in 1909, Ferry grew up surrounded by the sound of motors and the thrill of speed. By his teenage years, Ferry had already become heavily involved in motorsports, driving a real race car at just 12 years old. For the Porsche family, it was evident that motorsport was a way of life, the birth of the vision. Ferdinand Porsche began his career as an automotive engineer with heavy involvement in the industry, such as introducing to the world one of the first electric cars ever. Porsche would later then serve as a chauffeur to Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the very person whose assassination would mark the onset of World War I. His enduring association with motorsports would go on to define the Porsche brand. In 1942, the German government soon became aware of Porsche's inventive concepts and engineering feats. Eventually, he was given the responsibility of designing vehicles for military application, such as a hybrid electric tank. Yet, it was the creation of the Volkswagen Beetle under the direction of the German government that produced a lasting legacy. In 1945, the Volkswagen company contacted Ferdinand. They asked him to design the next development of the Volkswagen Type 1, also known as the Beetle, which they had started producing at the end of World War II. As reward for his dedication and for the effort that he put into the creation of the early versions, Ferdinand Porsche got royalty checks for every single Volkswagen Beetle ever built, numbered more than 21 million units by the time the plant stopped manufacturing the Type 1 in 2003. Despite the Volkswagen Beetle's widespread acceptance, the fallout of World War II led to the imprisonment of Ferdinand Porsche as a war criminal. The future of Porsche looked bleak. With bankruptcy looming, the end seemed near, a new beginning. In the midst of the crisis, someone had to step up, and that person would be Ferdinand's son, Ferry Porsche. Ferry had a huge challenge ahead of him, with his father in jail and an uncertain future. He had to do something, and in 1946, he made the decision to shift Porsche's focus from producing military vehicles to producing sports cars. In 1948, Ferry Porsche introduced the Porsche 356, the very first car that featured the Porsche name. It was a little, but stylish, sports vehicle that signaled the start of a new chapter in the company's history. The Porsche 356 was a blend of both new and old, featuring an entirely unique body layout that was designed in-house while using engine and suspension parts that were originally developed for Volkswagen. 356 attracted the interest of both racers and auto enthusiasts because of its lightweight design, agile handling, and stylish appearance. The vehicle perfectly captured Ferry's love for racing and Ferdinand's vision. Due to the Porsche 356 popularity, business started taking off. To many, it wasn't just a car, it was a symbol of strength and perseverance. Porsche's dedication to innovation and quality had started to show, and the company had stepped onto the worldwide stage. However, the dynamic between Volkswagen and Porsche kept changing. Due to his father's participation in the Beetle's development, Porsche was able to use connections with Volkswagen. With Volkswagen resources and experience, this helped Porsche flourish, enabling the business to achieve new heights and extend its operations, a path towards glory. Motorsports continued to be at the very heart of Porsche's identity. The company's involvement in races and contests served to highlight the dependability and performance of its vehicles. Porsche's racing career took off in the 1950s and 1960s, winning major races like the Targa Florio and the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Ferry Porsche's smart choices and steadfast devotion to motorsports stepped up the game, and Porsche's 550 Spyder, introduced in 1953, became a racing legend. Only 90 Porsche 550s were built. They swiftly took the lead in the 1.1 and 1.5 liter groups. Every Spyder was made specifically to be raced. On the racetrack, the car was an impressive opponent because of its strong engine and lightweight design. After winning the Nürburgring Eifel race in May 1953, the Porsche 550 made strong racing records. In most cases, the 550 finished among the top 3 in its category. Porsche, standing as a maker of a high-performance sports vehicle, was made even stronger by the success of the 550 Spyder. Innovation and evolution. Nonetheless, Porsche kept innovating and changing as the years passed. An important turning point in the history of this company was the 1964 launch of the Porsche 911. Barry's son, Ferdinand Butzi Porsche, designed the 911, which quickly became an iconic car. Its unique design, rear engine configuration, and outstanding performance raised the bar in the automobile industry. With each new version building on the success of the prior, its adaptability and swiftness guaranteed the 911's legend. Numerous factory and independent teams raced the 911 in a whole range of divisions. It was one of the best performing race vehicles ever. In the mid-1970s, the naturally powered 911 Carrera RSR won world championship races, including the Targa Florio and the 24 Hours of Daytona. Porsche's dedication to invention and ongoing development kept the company at the forefront of automotive engineering, obstacles, and achievements. Still, Porsche's journey was not without its challenges. The company's strength was put to the test by the oil crises of the 1970s, economic downturns, and changing market needs. Despite these challenges, Porsche was able to withstand the storms solely due to its devoted fan base and commitment to perfection. In the 1980s, Porsche encountered financial challenges that brought the company to the verge of bankruptcy for a second time. Despite this, Porsche's ability to innovate and change shone through the launch of the Porsche 959.
The greatest supercar the world had ever seen, the 959.
A technological wonder that pushed the limits of automotive engineering and displayed the company's dedication to staying ahead of the curve. With a peak speed of 317 kilometers per hour, the twin-turbocharged 959 was the fastest street-legal production automobile in the world when it was first released. Some versions of the car could even reach 339 kilometers per hour. The time is regarded as the most technologically sophisticated road automobile, combining racing car performance with luxury sedan comfort, everyday drivability, whether in dry, rainy, or snowy weather. A whole new era. The 1990s and early 2000s marked an era of transformation for Porsche. With the launch of the Porsche Boxster and Porsche Cayenne, the business broadened its product line and reached new markets and audiences. The company produced and sold mid-engine, two-seater sports cars in 4 different generations. The Boxster, a 2-door, 2-seater roadster, and the Cayman, a 3-door, 2-seater fastback coupe. Despite being distinct from the conventional sports cars, these vehicles maintained Porsche's dedication to excellence and performance. However, Porsche's evolution was not limited to its vehicular lineup. The business's methods of production and breakthroughs in technology reflected its dedication to both innovation and sustainability. Later, the launch of electric and hybrid vehicles, including the Taycan and Porsche 918 Spyder, showed Porsche's passion for a more environmentally sound future while upholding its performance legacy, a tradition of excellence. Porsche's transformation from bankruptcy to creating dreams on wheels is proof the strength of creativity, determination, and an unshakable dedication. From Ferdinand Porsche's vision to Ferry Porsche's dedication, the company's history is one of overcoming hardship and reaching glory. A key factor in Porsche's success has been its ability to connect with enthusiasts. All Porsche models are a testament to the brand's commitment to building vehicles that spark excitement and thrill among users. Whether it's the joy of racing a Porsche on the racetrack for the first time or the pleasure of driving a 911 along a twisting road, the brand never fails to ignite passions and inspire ambitions. So, the next time you see a Porsche on the road, remember the amazing journey it took to get there. From the sounds of engines in a little factory to the thunderous win on the race course, Porsche's tale is one of achievement, persistence, and the steadfast devotion to goals.